Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. So a lot of people over my time in 2K games have asked me, what do I do when it comes to making championships? And I've never really been able to explain that and put it into words. So I thought, why not make a video and just show everyone? Maybe I could actually find the words of what I want to do a lot easier. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is decide what kind of design your championship is going to have, like the visual, just the standard stuff, the plate, strap, all this and that. So for example, now you can't remove nameplates in this game anymore, so they will cover whatever logo you put on no matter what. They will be in the way. So I don't really like to use those because I like to use one of the relief championship, like one of the relief champion images at the bottom, and usually it gets covered up by that. So I would usually go about using one of the ones that doesn't have one of the nameplates. A really simple one to go with actually is just any of the circular ones that are just like plain like this, because they're easy to work with. So we're gonna go ahead and pick that. The side plates, doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure. What I think you should do is, well, this is what I do. You don't have to do this, but I like to pick the strap before the side plates, because once you find a strap that goes good with your front plate, it makes it a lot easier to look through the side plates and make sure that they look good on the strap. So for example, like, now it doesn't hurt at all to select a strap that is actually also the exact same one that goes with your front plate. So for example, this one, they're the exact same, but now if I want to go for the side plates, they look a little bit off, to me at least. See, I wouldn't exactly go with this, so I want to find something that, see, like those go good together. But we're gonna go for something different because I've already made a design like that. These, yeah, these work actually. Yeah, nice circular championship. Looks like we're making a tag team championship right now. That's what it looks like. That was not my intention, but we'll go with it. It's not a tag team title, but now for starters. Now, I see a lot of people not really putting any image. Like they'll just start up and they'll do something like this. And this is what I see on a lot of championships. They just slap out an image on the normal one like that. I'm not very fond of just the plain background like that. I go into relief, and now a lot of your images here in relief can actually be very useful in title creation. You can even cover up the WWE logos if you want to have your own unique logo cover it up, like if you have your own custom show. So I'm going to show you what I do. Now, they took the ones out from the previous game that I had used quite a bit in terms of making my background, so now I passed it. For making a background, I usually just go with, if I can find it, one of these crowns nowadays. Now, if you fully stretch this out and just cover it like this, you have yourself a nice little background. That's what I think, at least. I think that it looks good. You can rotate it too, just so that not every single time it looks the same. Like you can maybe do this, and alright, we're gonna go for that. So this is our background. I don't know, maybe that doesn't look good to a lot of people, but to me that is a good starting point for me. So now that we have our background, you can kind of start to get creative. Now again, do not be afraid to use any of the relief images because they can actually be very, very useful. Now I'm going to show you one of the most standard things that you can do. One of the easiest things, and that's the use of globes. If you don't have a solid idea in place and you just want to go for something simple, don't be afraid to use a globe, but don't overdo it. I use globes a lot on my championships. I'll slap a globe right there, just like put it right in the middle. So I'll slap a globe on there, just like that. And what I'll do is I'll just make the color something that I like. And at this point, when I have my globe, if you want to have some things, now there are two things that you can do right here. If you have custom images, you can either put your show logo in the center of the globe, or you can have the name of your championship in the center of the globe. I came prepared for this video right here, and I decided that we were going to make a television championship. So I went ahead and got myself a custom television logo right here. So now if you wanted to slap that right there, shape it properly, look at that. Now it looks like my globe isn't properly centered and all, but we could fix that later. Now immediately you can emboss your image just to make it look more natural, more shiny, like it's part of the championship, like it fits the material. Because can you change the material? Actually, I think you can, but it doesn't look that good in the game, does it? No, it turns to this very light color. But so what I like to do is just emboss the image, and boom, we have it say television right there. Now, if you want anything in the background, like, ooh, we're not going to use any of those. But for your championship, like, name thing, like this thing that says champion, you can find one that you like. Let's say, for example, I'm going to go with this right here. Now you can shape that just like this. This is what I would do at least. And boom, right underneath there. Make it the right color so that it goes with everything. There we go. So we're already getting a start right there. Now I am by no means a professional at making championships. I just have a lot of people always asking me like, how can they improve? A lot of my friends ask me that. And now, if you just want some like extra stuff on the side, you can just throw on something like this. And boom, that right there. Maybe make those black, but there we go. Now it looks more metallic instead of just like, I don't know the word to describe that, but here we go. And of course we have the other stars as well that we can use right here, which I'm just gonna do this. And now one thing that I'm really bad at is making it perfectly symmetrical, so if it's not perfectly symmetrical, don't worry. But it seems in this case I've somewhat got that. So right there, got that. Now for your show logo, you can use this thing right here. Feel free to get creative as well. You can use like the side plate stuff in relief as well. For your main plate, you can use side plate parts right here, but I'm not too sure what ones would actually be useful for, like, maybe if you want to use some other stuff for like backgrounds, like this could work maybe. But there's still plenty of options. You have more globe options too. Don't forget about the globes. I like using the globes. But yeah, that right there. Once you have that thing at the top that I just added on there most recently, let's say for example I'm gonna make this a JCW championship, then I just need to look for my custom show image right here, and then boom, you just shape that, bring it down, make sure that it fits inside of there, and then you have your show image right there, and boom, that's how you do a front plate right there. But now it's going to be side plates. The side plates you don't have to do a lot for, at least I don't think so. At least I don't put a lot of effort into the side plates. You don't need to put too much detail because I don't know, I just don't do it. With a circular side plate, you can do two things. You can use one of the normal side plate pieces like this that are just blank, one of these, and put a logo inside of it, or in my case you can put a globe in, because that's just what I use a lot. This is how I make a lot of my championships. I have the use of globes a lot, and I'm repeating that quite a bit. But if you just do this, this would work really well for like a continental style championship. But you see, that just fits in just like that. I'd say that looks pretty good. Maybe do something different, like over here. This one's more broken. Now, copy and pasting, it kind of changes it up a little bit, and you'll see, like, watch. If I copy paste, see how it's like, yeah. So you can copy paste it, but you're gonna have to resize everything, or like reposition everything. So all you gotta do is go straight back into this, shape it properly, and shape this as well. And then boom. And just like that, you have a pretty standard championship made right before you. So yeah, that's how I go about making championships. There are of course a bunch of other different methods. Like I'm gonna show you guys something really quickly actually. For the front plate, if you want to do something different, let me see if I can do this properly. One thing that I found is a little bit more unique is you can do this. This is something that I just recently started doing. So you take this rectangle image and you do this with it. So you sort of shape it like this. I'm just gonna reset it because it's now perfectly straight up. So hold up, there we go. And you just put it across your globe like this. Alright, there we go, right in the middle. At least it looks like the middle to me. And then what you can do is move this right there. And then I can edit this. And then shape that in there more properly. And you can do something like that. So you can make it look like that instead. So whichever you like more. Now again, I didn't cover too many like tips or anything like that, but this is the base level stuff that I know how to do. So yeah, hopefully I did a decent job at explaining, or maybe not explaining with my words, but hopefully I showed a decent bit, just some things that you can do and give you some pointers in some sort of direction on making championships. But yeah, that right there is pretty much it. So hopefully this helped anyone out. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you later.